Alright, hey guys, it's me, Chris Siri, and my phone's going to beep a little bit. I'm just going to make this real fast, so maybe that'll make me speed it up. Nice to see you guys again. And a lot of people are going through this, so I decided to just bring this as a quick topic, and that is, why do we think of the future or think of something we want to start or go into or a hope or something. It could be a person, place, situation, or thing that we're getting ready to move into or hoping, anything like that. How, even though it's not here yet, we already have a planet in a negative aspect. But yet, things that are not important to us, we tend not to do that with and have better outcomes with. Why is that? How come something we really, really want sometimes, we think of it so negatively? And why do we do that? What's the consequence of doing that? Well, something that we really, really want, we have to make it a negative. We have to think of almost the worst case scenarios possible, that how it could turn out wrong, so that way when it happens, we can go, see? It's ready for it. It's like we're preparing ourselves for the worst. Because we fear, if we actually get too optimistic or too hopeful, and then once we find out it wasn't going to happen anyways, we may not recover. It might be such a blow to this hope you had that you would not be able to recover. And that lie, that denial of a hope to find out it wasn't, it's like it's too much for us to bear. So it's almost easier to prepare for the negative. And that way, if it could be a positive outcome, then we can go, okay, see, it was better than I thought. But if it's negative, we can go, okay, I was ready for that. But yet what we don't realize is that we're actually manifesting that outcome. Now, people say we manifest the unknown all the time. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, somewhat more or less. But I'm talking about things that you were literally thinking the worst case scenarios about, like that audition you're getting ready to go, or that how you're going to get up on that stage and do that performance, or how you're going to, what moves you're going to do in a football game, or am I going to make that team, or what's going to happen when I go to present that speech, or it could be with people. That's what I'm talking about, like the near future type of endeavors that we are planning going into. Not planning the future necessarily. We don't plan the future negatively at all. But for things that we have to deal with right now, hopes and fears, we have a tendency of, I feel, of always having a negative point on it just to prepare ourselves. Now, some people do this more than others. People say I do it. But I'm pretty for sure I've gotten pretty good at what I call having faith. I had almost too much blind optimism and faith quite recently. I'm like, it's all good. Just leave it up to the higher power. And some people call it God, baby owl God, whatever. I just kind of almost expected a good outcome because I felt it. You know what I mean? And I got, I guess, let down. Did it shatter me? No. I'm actually quite all right. And it's because I had that faith. I had faith that what was going to happen was meant to be for my highest good. Now, me wanting a desired outcome to happen, maybe that did not happen. But I have faith that believed whatever would happen was for my best interest. So I gave it to a higher power. Why? Because I don't know the future. You know what, I was, my thought process, I'm sure I'm not the first one who's ever said this, but you spend too much time in the future or dreams or illusions, like what's not really there. And I'm going to do it, we all are. We're living in something that's not the moment, it's not us now. It's not what we can pull from, make memories with, or enjoy, or taste, or feel, touch, anything, see. Things in our past. My dad says if you look too much at your past, you're bound to crash. Like if you're driving and you're looking in the rearview mirror, you're bound to crash. True. Because we can't fix our past. We can't change what we did or didn't do or what happened. So all we really have is the moment. And a lot of people will drink, do drugs, run them all, myself. Anything we can do just to not feel in that moment. Then years go by. Some people can be numb for many. I mean, I've been in the program. I've seen it happen tons of times. With sex, drugs, whatever addictions, they will just live in that, trying to get, and then it just becomes trying to match that last experience, last that high, last that sexual, and it just becomes a really bad addiction that really never ever gets itched, if you know what I mean. It just becomes kind of insane. And I see it all the time. And it's sad. Because that becomes their life. I've been in addiction. I get it. Very scary place to be. And when I'm talking about it, I think we've all gone through this, or not all of us, but different ways. Maybe it's just whoever's supposed to watch this is meant to hear this, or maybe your friend was meant to hear this. I don't know. But I kind of went really far out with it. But at the end of the day, when we think about things that are not yet in the moment, because the moment's really all you have. Like I said, there's nothing you can do. You can plan for the future, but you can't live in that future. You can't taste it, touch it, feel it yet. You know, it's not there. Yesterday, there's nothing you can do about yesterday. What's done is done. The way people feel, they feel. I mean, you cannot. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do except for right now. And people who want to do things tomorrow don't like to live in the now. People who have to do something so they don't have to feel it or talk about it or discuss it because they have to hide or whatever they have to do, they don't live in the now. You can maybe have a job in the now, but it's not going to change where you emotionally are. See, people get that confused. I know a lot of people do. I remember sometimes that I'd wake up and I'd go, where am I at? Okay. Am I okay? You're okay, Chris. Do you know where you are? Because literally, I was moving around so much, I didn't even, I'm okay. And that's what I need to know. But right now, I'm okay. And I mean, it's not like there's war, genocide going on around me. I woke up intact. I mean, literally, it came down to that for me. I'll be okay. And I guess I kind of took that from when I was in the program. I said, just stay in the moment, just stay in the moment, just stay in the moment. And sometimes I decided to say, I'm just okay. A lot of people in the world aren't. It's better than not being okay. But if you don't have faith, I'm not telling you to believe in God. I'm not telling you to believe when I believe in Him. What I'm telling you to do is, they say in the program, I can't say this anymore. I'm sorry. It's just such a part of me. And a lot of this isn't even in the book. It's just something that we say. But I use it. And, you know, people can download AA meetings all the time. But I use a mixture of both. You know what I mean? Anyways, but it's just, these are the things that I use.